Hi everyone, I'm Amanda L, and today we're doing a restorative yoga stretch. So whenever you're ready, grab your mat and let's get started in a nice easy seat. So coming to your seat and closing your eyes. Starting to lengthen your inhales and your exhales. Maybe incorporating a gentle sway or rocking motion just to really feel into your body. Feeling the boundary of the skin holding everything in place with gentle movements and deep intentional breath. And taking a gentle tip up and over to the right, left arm reaches high. Left palm on the right knee, twisting towards the right. And then unraveling and tipping up and over to the left. Finding that twist towards the left. And sweeping through center, pressing the soles of your feet together, knees out wide. Palms back behind you, big inhale, heart reaches forward. Long exhale, folding forward. Once you land in this space, just giving yourself a little foot massage. Sending some love to the soles of the feet and the toes. And then rounding through center, taking your knees with you as you make your way onto your back. Once you get there, closing your eyes once more, feeling your spine connecting you down into the ground beneath you. Feeling that grounded sense of connection embedding within your being. Dropping the left foot down, straightening out through the right leg, and gently pulling it in towards your chest, grabbing a hold of it wherever you can grab a hold. Once you settle into place, pointing through the right toes, and then flexing the right toes. Pointing, flexing. One more time, pointing, and one more time, flexing. Rolling your ankle one way and the opposite way. And then settling into this space for another breath in. And another breath out. Allowing that right ankle to land on top of the left knee. Before pulling it into your chest, just pausing for a moment. Allowing yourself the presence in the in-between. So often we're so focused on the next thing, the next pose, the next task, the next whatever it is, that we don't remain present in the space between. Pulling the left leg in towards your chest, keeping the right toes flexed. So practicing in your yoga practice, not just achieving a shape, a pose, but bringing intention and presence into the whole practice. And then taking that practice off of your mat and into the rest of your life. Keeping the right leg where it's at, dropping the left one down onto the mat, picking your hips up and shifting them just a bit over to the right side, and then letting the whole conglomeration of the legs just fall to the left. Right sole of the foot pressing down into the mat. Envisioning sending that right hip, that right glute closer to the mat. Where's your breath? Staying where you're at. If you'd like to take it a bit further, grabbing a hold of the left foot with the right hand. Finding a bit of a deeper stretch here. Making sure your shoulders are both pressing down into the mat. If you're not able to grab a hold of that foot, no big deal. Just accepting where you're at. And then bringing love into that space. Finding a twist, you can either keep your legs crossed and let your knees fall to the left. So you can stack your knees, or you can keep a hold of that left foot, grabbing a hold of the outer edge of the right foot with the left hand, and straightening out through that right leg. Lots of rights and lefts. Unraveling out of that. Soles of the feet pressing down into the mat. Aligning your hips. Eyes closed for a moment. Finding that in-between space. Pressing down through the soles of the feet, lifting the hips up. Finding your bridge pose. You want to take it a bit deeper to get into the upper body, interlacing the hands underneath of you, walking your shoulder blades together, and breathing here. Easy release. Keeping the right foot where it's at as you lift the left leg high, grabbing a hold of it, pulling it in towards your body. Pointing through the toes, and then flexing, points, flex. One more time, reaching your toes straight, and then pulling your toes toward your body. One ankle circle, one way, and then the other way. And dropping that left ankle on top of the right knee. Pausing to find the space between. Noticing your relationship to it. Not only right here, but then noticing in other areas of life too. Pulling the right leg in towards the chest. Flexing through the left foot as you land here. Dropping the right foot down, picking your hips up just a bit to shift them slightly to the left, and letting this whole thing fall over towards the right. Left sole of the foot pressing down. Left hip, left glute, sending it down towards the mat. Allowing yourself to just drop into these places. Using your breath to burn off any of the energy that you're looking to clear. Visualization is powerful, and visualizing that which you desire to let go of with the support of your breath can be a very powerful practice. If you want to go a bit further, grabbing a hold of the right foot with the left hand, making sure that your shoulders are pressing down into the mat. And then finding a twist, so maybe keeping the bottom foot, grabbing a hold of the top leg and straightening it out. Maybe just crossing or stacking your knees, twisting. easily unwinding all of that. Bring your legs out long. Bring your arms up above your heads. Taking your feet and your hands towards the left corners of the mat. And then picking your hips up and shifting them a little bit to the right. Coming into what we call, or what I call at least, a banana shape. Feeling a side body stretch on that right side. You can grab a hold of the right wrist with the left hand, pulling that wrist away from you for a bit of a deeper stretch. You can play with crossing the right ankle on top of the left to take it even further. Just making sure that your hips are both connected downwards, sending them both down towards the mat, glutes attached to the mat, and breathing here. And then finding your way to the other side, so hips pick up and shift a little bit to the left as your legs and arms come to the right. Grabbing a hold of the left wrist, crossing the left foot over top of the right. Gluing your glutes down to the mat beneath you. And reconnecting to your breath. Coming back to it again and again and again. Coming back to center, picking your hips up, aligning them with the rest of your body. Keeping your legs out long, arms coming down at your sides. Or maybe placing them on a space of your body where they feel drawn to. Sending a little bit more love to that place. And closing your eyes. Giving yourself the gift of this time to integrate. Integration is like the space between. So often we're looking for the next thing, and we're not taking the time to integrate. Not taking the time to find that middle space. We are rushing and checking off lists. When the magic happens, usually in the space between. in the process of integration. Starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes, rolling around your wrists and your ankles, taking a big stretch up above your head, and then bringing your knees into your chest, keeping your eyes closed as you make your way up to sit. Once you get there, maybe bringing back that gentle sway. Noticing the boundaries of the skin and the body's ability to move. Seeing if there are any differences physically or energetically. Big inhale, arms reach out and up, palms pressed together at the top, pulling your thumbs into your chest, connecting to your heartbeats. Feeling your heart beating. Taking a big inhale up through the nose. Cleansing, exhale out the mouth. And opening your eyes whenever you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And let me know in the comments if you have any requests for any future videos. And with that, I will see you next time.